if you put $1 million into Luna, one of the top cryptocurrencies, you'd now have $185. How did this happen? In this video, we're gonna find out and what lessons we can learn from this disaster that has liquidated the futures of people around the world. Were there any warning signs? Is there anything we can do to avoid losing all of our investments in the future? Do Kwon of Terraform Labs, a cryptocurrency software development company based in South Korea. Terraform Labs has two distinct but complementary cryptocurrencies. One is known as Luna, the other as UST. UST is what's known as a stablecoin. One UST is pegged to $1, so at any given time you should be able to trade in $1 for one UST or one UST for $1. Now, to create Terra's UST, you first need to destroy Luna, their other cryptocurrency. So you can trade one Luna, which is worth $85 for 85 UST, and by doing that, you destroy that one Luna. This is really smart because what it does is help reduce the total number of Luna available and increase the price of Luna, while at the same time keeping UST pegged to the US dollar. It's a win-win. But of course, by doing that, you're losing your Luna, which we know will go up in value. So how can we incentivize people to destroy their Luna in order to create stable UST? Well, the answer was the Anchor protocol. Basically, any UST that you create and lock away, you would be earning 19.5% interest. Now, if 19.5% annual returns sounds scammy, it's because it is, and that's obviously what we found out. They created a really nice system, a stablecoin that is a lot more stable and a way better than average return on investment for holding your UST. Now let's get back to Do Kwon. He has been on cloud 9. He is like the young new Elon Musk. He's smart, he's creative, he is generating returns and making a difference in the world. His coins are going into the top 10 of all cryptocurrency for market cap. In other words, his project is worth more than almost every other cryptocurrency in the world, including cryptocurrencies that are really useful in being used as cash, like Bitcoin Cash. Now, economists tried to warn him that his scheme of burning Luna in order to create more UST was not exactly sustainable. And Kwon dismissed these claims 5 days before the crash by calling the economists and detractors poor. If we look at Terraform Labs' LinkedIn page, we can see everything is going great, and you can feel the celebration and the pride from not just Do Kwon, but from the company Terraform Labs. Just look at their LinkedIn profile. What a weekend, the real flippening, as UST goes into the top 3 stablecoins in the world. Soon, in their eyes, to flip the largest, Tether. Funny enough, Tether is actually a verifiable scam. There's a great video by CoffeeZilla that I've posted below and just how dangerous Tether is. Worse yet, Blockstream, which is the company that is pretty much in charge of Bitcoin's development, is directly connected with Tether and the people at Tether. But that disaster hasn't happened yet, so let's get back to focusing on the Luna disaster. Kwon's narcissism may be well deserved. After all, UST and Luna have been performing remarkably well. But has Do Kwon been flying too close to the sun? Yes. On May 7th, 2022, Do Kwon responded to a Twitter comment comparing Terra to BitConnect, which was a well-known Ponzi scheme. He patronizingly dismissed it, saying that we would revisit it next Tuesday, May the 11th. Prophetically, but unknown to Kwon at the time, Tuesday, May 11th would be the day that Terra came to an end. It would be that Tuesday morning that everything unraveled. In just 24 hours, Terra, USDT, and Luna went from untouchable to now having the suicide watch prevention numbers posted and pinned at the top of their Reddit. So how did things fall apart? Simple. Remember how you create more UST? By burning Luna. As UST dropped, more and more Luna was created. Luna went from a few hundred million in supply to over 6.9 trillion. Nice. And as the market continued to drop, you had a positive feedback loop. And in 24 hours, everything disappeared, including Do Kwon. At least temporarily. He just came back an hour ago at the time of filming this video. No apologies. Just saying, hey, we're gonna fix this. Good luck. This really isn't a joke. People have lost everything, their livelihood, their investments, burned away. And it's really sad if you go look at the posts of people on Twitter who previously supported Luna to see how much they've lost. Really, everything. And this isn't just people on Twitter. In my own personal life, a very close friend of mine, his girlfriend put in $100,000 into Luna just a week ago. That was her entire life savings. She did that because she wanted to earn the 19.5 yielding. It's gone. It's all gone. From here, we don't know what will happen. People in South Korea are showing up at Do Kwon's house, and police have been called to keep his wife and family safe. Could we have seen this coming? Well, as it turns out, this ain't Do Kwon's first rodeo. Turns out he was behind another failed stablecoin known as Basis Cash. It was run by two anonymous individuals named Rick and Morty. It turns out that Do Kwon sees himself more as a Rick kind of guy. Do Kwon, whose Twitter handle is stablecoin, is anything but stable. Could Terra recover? I've seen crazier things, but I'm gonna say probably not. More importantly, what can we learn from this? First up, how about we don't trust charlatans like Do Kwon who come from failed projects? Number two, a lot of these crypto projects are sort of like communism. People who support communism say, well, it failed because they didn't do it right. I could have done communism better. My plan to manipulate free markets and economies, it's the right one to go with. And that's exactly what we see in the crypto world. That's why I didn't trust Luna and Solana and other projects like that, and why I prefer projects that are more like Bitcoin Cash and Monero. And third, most importantly, we need to look at why we're in crypto to begin with. In my opinion, there's two types of people in cryptocurrency. The first group, which represents maybe 99% of people in cryptocurrency, are people that are looking to make money. This group of people is not looking at the fundamental properties and purpose of cryptocurrency, only that they're gonna make a lot of money, which exposes them to more risk of scams for things that happen to be doing the best in this moment of time. Coins that in this moment of time have very high market caps, have very high price, offer really great returns. But when you look at how they fundamentally work as currency, they kind of fall apart. In fact, I've done a video which you can watch above that shows why Bitcoin is the #1 crypto right now, why you missed Bitcoin at the beginning, and why you're probably going to miss what's next and maybe get sucked into another scam like Luna. It's easy to fall for schemes like Terra Luna, especially with how successful they've been, especially with how slick and nice their website looked, and especially when you have a charismatic leader, people like Michael Saylor or Do Kwon. Now that might represent most people in crypto, but there is a small group of people in crypto who are in it for a totally different reason. These are a group of people that are not in crypto to make money, but to take power away from people that really shouldn't have power to begin with. Governments that repress their population by inflating their monetary system, by printing trillions of dollars worth of money, from stopping people from using money the way they want. You trade your time, intelligence, and creativity for money. That should be you who decides how you're going to use it. And you shouldn't have to ask for permission. To give people agency and freedom around the world with a currency that works peer-to-peer, that's low fee, that doesn't require third parties or additional layers or any kind of complexity, that just simply works. Now, if you're in the second camp, you're gonna be a lot more immune to scams and frauds like Luna, like Tether. Because you know, looking at UST, looking at Tether, looking at most other cryptos, they're not in it for the right reason. The fundamental technology doesn't allow for the crypto to be actually useful as peer-to-peer electronic cash, as money for people to use around the world, as money that takes power away from centralized institutions, from centralized governments. With this crash, there's an incredible opportunity to step back and to look at your reasons for being interested in cryptocurrency. Are you here to just make money for yourself? Is crypto just an online casino for you? Projects like Bitcoin Cash, even Monero, these are purpose-led projects that set out to accomplish the entire point that cryptocurrency was created for, to be peer-to-peer electronic cash, to be money that people can use privately between themselves without third parties, no matter how poor or rich they were, without needing to pre-fund channels rely on custodians. If you invest in ideas and fundamentals, you're much less likely to be taken advantage of and lose everything you've worked to build. It's better to lose everything defending what's right than get everything defending what's wrong. So to recap everything, Do Kwon is the face of Terra Labs. Terra Labs created a stablecoin known as UST and a crypto called Luna. You can destroy the Luna tokens you hold to create UST. You can stake your UST for a return of 19.5%. When the market collapsed, UST lost its peg to the US dollar. Luna was created to accommodate, and within 24 hours, everything crashed. If you're one of the people that are affected by Luna, I am so sorry. The human element of these numbers changing is something we don't see, at least not something we see easily. When it comes to cryptocurrency, verify, don't trust. The promise of Luna, when you verified, you found it was fairly shallow. There was nothing there. Don't trust the fact that most people are putting their money in it, or that it has the highest or high market cap. Then it must be good. Look at the fundamentals. Understand what it is, how it works, and what it means before you put your money in it. Otherwise, you're just gambling. If you were affected by the crash, let me know in the comments below. Do you think that Luna will be coming back? Will we see UST again? Is Do Kwon finished, or will he continue to be a speaker at events? Will he continue to garner a huge social media audience? All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, my content, you can go ahead and subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, all the stuff that every person on YouTube tells you to do, but it does make a difference. I do beginner-friendly videos on cryptocurrency, travel videos showing cryptocurrency being used as currency. The investment stuff, not really into, but people using this as a new form of money to take power away from governments, from corporations. That's what I like. So I'll see you next time, guys. Stay safe and don't fall for the scams. Later, guys.